All right. The talk of the city as we speak apparently is the Dimuloko Festival happening tomorrow. We've been counting months, we counted weeks, we counted days. We are now just counting hours to the day. And of course, the entire Christian fraternity here in Uganda is geared up to see that we celebrate this amazing day. It's going to be a different experience altogether because, man, this is one that has brought each and every single person from all walks of life to see that we celebrate the glory that God has actually bestowed on us as Christians in this particular, country, Uganda. As I speak and as we promised earlier on, I have Titus Kutesa on my right and also the man of the hour that we've all been waiting for, Guardian Angel, all the way from Nairobi, Kenya. He is with us and we want to actually talk to him to actually find out what are his expectations, what should we expect as Ugandans, because man, each and every single person is actually asking, where is Guardian Angel? I now want to actually say with a lot of confidence that the man is here. And tomorrow is the day we have all been waiting for. Guardian Angel,
yeah, man.
Good to see you and good to have you in Uganda.
Great pleasure, man.
How do you feel being in the land of 256?
It's good. I think this year was started well. Started on a high note for me. To be able to just experience the East African countries. So in January, I went to Tanzania, had a little show there, a collabo. Then came February, March. Got a call from the baddest Titus. He sent me a song. I listened to the song, man, I loved it. So when I was doing the song, it was just for me to be able to stretch into Uganda for a song without, the expectation of, having to come over. So in the process of working on the song, he tells me he has a gig that is coming up.
Before we actually get there, Guardian Angel, I would definitely ask, what unique thing have you experienced about Uganda so far in the few hours that you've been here?
It's really feels like Kenya. Feels like some parts of Kenya, because the way the weather is, and just the atmosphere feels more like Kenya. It doesn't feel like I'm coming from Kenya to a different.
There is still a lot of difference. But maybe we want to also maybe talk about the floods that have been ravaging parts of Kenya. And of course, maybe start with them and comfort the families that have lost their loved ones. Is it the whole part, the whole country, Kenya, or different parts that have been affected?
No, definitely. If the whole country was affected, then we wouldn't be here. We would probably be back home trying to work
Fix
on a few things. But the biggest, I think, is it the biggest percentage of Kenya, or this I think is the first time Nairobi has been affected by the floods. Most of the times it's just part of like sometimes Turkana. We just watched the floods on television from different parts, but this time round it was it affected a bigger portion of the country.
Let me speak to Titus Kutesa right here, maybe to get a few insights and clarity. Titus, check you. Sibaji, I really don't want to know. How do you feel, apparently, because we have a few hours to the much anticipated Limulokole Festival?
I'm excited and at the same time I'm a little bit scared. Yeah, so I have that feeling. I think I was stronger, you understand? Yeah, as you know, Nenga. Mukuru say my guest is already in
the country.
Now I'm
only confident.
Now I have confidence.
Of course, I don't know, because it's really a long conversation that we might have here. I don't know, because I need to balance, because quite a number of questions have been arising. Guardian Angel, there are quite a number of things that have been actually, going on here in Uganda, but also lately we've been experiencing something like a wave happening in gospel music back home in Kenya. Has that been intentional, or it is something that is actually just coming into play?
When you talk about a wave, what do you Like me, which kind of way?
There
In
is
terms of the gospel or the
exactly
industry?
in terms of the gospel industry in Kenya, there is a certain kind of growth now, and the rate at which gospel music is released in Kenya, the quality of videos that are released in Kenya, and even the audio production is quite promising.
Yeah, I think usually in different industries, even when us guys were, when we were growing up, there are people we used to listen to when there's a kind of sound that was there at that time for the music and even for the gospel that has grown to become different. And so I just think that this music, the thing about music, not just necessarily the gospel, but music in itself, it gets to a point where it has seasons of evolving or transforming into different sounds, but of course the same message. So we have grown up into a dispensation or into a generation that is different. When the old guys were doing music, there was only the media, like the television and the radio. But now there's social media, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, and then there are the viral sounds on TikTok. And so for you to be able to align with them, needs you to be updated with the kind of generation that is there right now. So what I would say is that what is happening right now is just people being able to align with the current sound and what people want to listen to right now, without having to alter the word
The
or the
message.
message.
All right.